Hello, Vincent. I'm Natalia True. Let's go into your Bach. Something if I look at all what you do here as a whole piece, is not bad. Because you understand the development of the music, you try to manage different dynamic. Then you try to go into all voices in a fugue. But a lot of things are a little bit strange, and sometimes too simple are your decisions. For example, when you start Preludium, your activity is too much simple, because it's something like you show that you understand that it is some energy here, of course, but this energy first is a little bit different color, and then it is much deeper. Then you express. First, I wanted to ask you, try to listen to chromatic scale, because what you can say me that we have half a tone and that's all. No, of course half a tone, but it's possible to harmonizate chromatic scale and to feel different harmonies, different chords inside of this. And even if you play only chromatic scale, it is some tension inside. Then you go like, look, if you don't play all and you play the same rhythmically, will be it. But not. Understand the difference. It might be first you have to do to play all chromatic scales, and all is written in eighths. Doesn't matter in what voice it is. Is it left hand or right? You finish this story, then you play this. Then you can play this. And then another one chromatic scale. And the second voice you can imagine, or to sing inside of you, doesn't matter, or only to listen to this voice. It's first. Then inside of this story we have look again half a tone, but then when you play in tempo, of course you don't do anything special to show that it's up then down intonation. I mean, this small second goes up, then that same story. But when you practice, maybe once play slowly to understand the construction of this. And then in tempo. And then try to combine and to play them together. I mean, for example, first two lines, and then Another one mistake you do, in my view, this is a mistake, that you change when you change dynamic. It's very good, and you do it just logically. It's okay. But when you change articulation, I don't understand why. Why you start to play suddenly non-legato here when you arrive. You are here. I have no explanation for this, because maybe only to be different. But to be different, it is not an explanation to change articulation. You understand? It should be logical, but we have absolutely same material at the, when we start. And I don't know, I don't like things like this. And this is, for example, this is a very short piece, it's only a preludium. If it is something duration 7-10 minutes, maybe in equal material possible to change articulation, but here chromatic scale, non-legato, it's very strange. Then let's go, and also what you do, what else I don't like in your play, that sometimes you change your rubato, you change the tempo to show modulation, or to show something. You don't need it. It's a little bit not in style, because in Baroque style, of course they play rubato, but it's a special harpsichord rubato based on that harpsichord. You cannot get the sound forte or piano. It does not exist. And to show the difference, you can use only timing. Yes, you have to play longer one note to show that this is a long note, this is an important sound. But playing now piano, also no explanation for your rubato, in my view. Then, a little bit about the grammar. Here you play, look. And then suddenly you make an accent. No. This note belong this scale. Yes, sir. And then, of course, we separate and we play, we intonate this octave. And same story, because you play, and first here you kill this sound by your D. Why? This note should be clearly done. And to show this, you have these two sounds, and it will be very good. This is all the same. And suddenly you play here non-legato. Understand how strange it is, because it's only exposition of the material. And we develop a little bit, we go to the different tonalities here, and suddenly you change the meaning of this chromatic scale, which is very serious. For example, if you want to play here, it's not necessary, but if you want to change something, here is not chromatic scale, and you can play a little bit non-legato, not same articulation, you play chromatic. Yeah? Possible, not necessary, but it's possible. Then suddenly here you do, and it is some stop or something very awkward in my view. No, it's nothing changed here, only the register. And of course this is different sound because it's here, it was here. Then we change register. More attention for this, but this sextet. Same story, look at these bars, something is strange. No. Because we repeat 2 times, same figure, it's like sequence, yes? Imitation here. No reason absolutely to change timing. No. But for example, here it was very good. I wrote that this bar, everything was very expressive and very well done. Here also some strange non-legato, don't know why. And here it's even not only non-legato, but you jump. It's like... No, it's... We start the last crescendo to the end from this. Of course we separate this interval as a tritone. But from this place we very seriously go to the end, which is of course the culmination after this crescendo. It's about preluding, about the fugue. First, which is not very good, that you change the tempo twice. You start, in my view, it's not enough tension for this motif. Yes, because it's this and then this. It's very tensed. You go a little bit also simple. And this is a consonance and this is dissonance. Then staccato, but also not staccato, because the character immediately became not serious. It's like strings instrument or even wood instrument, doesn't matter, but it's not very short staccato. But here, because of the texture, you already changed the tempo for this subject, and here it's absolutely different tempo, please. This is very important. When you start by quarters, you have to already to feel 30 seconds inside of these quarters. Do not take a wrong tempo in which after that you cannot play, or it will sound strange. Yeah. In my view, very good tempo. Why faster? Clearly, not somehow. And especially because important note is this note. Not first, but this. Small things, but small crescendo here, then small diminuendo here, no? But it's intonation. Uh, Here something was strange. First here shows. Please, you have to catch this quinta and then play, but not like this. This voice goes like this. Keep this note, it's obligatory. You can do it by left hand, doesn't matter. Then it's also the subject which starts here, and a little bit you missed it. It was also in a different character. In my view, the character of the theme doesn't change through whole fugue. The fugue is very short, and to be different in pronunciation of the main subject, it's not a good idea. Here you miss very important thing after this subject when you play. But this place, of course, because if we go up and we have the upper sound, in my view, this is the upper sound in the fugue, and then harmony. And this crescendo is absolutely obligatory, and this place in your place, a little bit, we go through. No, this is a point. You have to pronounce really in forte, all this story. Then someone, no, small things. This note is not enough because it's very long. And you play all this, and you have to take the sound as intensively as is necessary to at the last moment of the sound, to have the sound really, because this is septima, which is important. Good. And then also pay attention, because you play, it's maybe almost okay, but not really. I mean polyphony here. And then here, please separate. Septima we separate normally, and same here. Then I didn't understand why it is B naturale. And then like this, it cannot be. In my view, you can check listening to some harpsichords. You can go to Leonhard, if you know Gustav Leonhard, and to check this melism, this ornament. But as I remember, of course, it is B flat. First, normally we have half a tone for ornaments, not diatonic. And we go to this chord, and sounds very strange. Same story after when you play here. But the sound is not enough. And when you play this ornament, can you a little bit separate? Also, it was too short. But something like this. If you have any questions, try to change a little bit, and if you have questions, we can arrange some conversation in WhatsApp after a video WhatsApp. And you can ask me, and I will show you and explain more in details if you need. And now I will stop, but as one lesson I also will send you Beethoven right now, but in 2 files, because when it is very long, it takes a long time to put it into YouTube. It will be today, and the second part of your program maybe tomorrow. Okay.